I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is Dango Duo.
And welcome back to our Fall Anime 2019 Megathon, where we give you our uncensored thoughts on the episodes we watched this week.
Woo!
This first batch of the Megathon spoiler zone includes the After School Dice Club Episode 1, A Whole New World.
Same difference.
Ascendance of a Bookworm Episode 1, A World Without Books. Kemono Michi Rise Up Episode 1, Wrestler Cross Summoning. Null and Peta Episode 1, Sister Complete! And Ahiru no Sora Episode 1, The Ugly Duckling. This is going to be a little bit less brief as our reviews, but if you guys have been watching for a while and you guys love our rambling, then don't worry, you're still going to get that today, right now.
Right the fuck now.
Kitty, After School Dice Club Episode 1, go.
Yo, that was the best thing we watched this whole week of episodes.
I don't know how they're getting away with it. I know that Japan just doesn't care about, copyright.
It's true.
But,
there's so many games.
To me, I feel like this, an anime about explaining the rules to board games is fucking, this is money making right here.
Yes, it's so good.
And also, maybe they did get the rights for all those games, because, imagine being Edmund Macmillan, maker of Binding of Isaac 4 Souls, and being we want to make an episode of the anime about this.
That would be fucking dope as shit.
And then he'll be like, what?
He's like, what's an anime?
What's an anime? Edmund Macmillan knows what anime is.
True.
He plays Magic the Gathering. That's just anime.
It's basically anime. Yo, this
anime is really good.
Yeah. It was actually, it was kind of cute seeing a board game that we didn't know as their first one and being like, oh, that's super cute and fun.
Yeah.
Because, during the whole, when they actually, because we're kind of skipping to the last half of the episode, but when they get to the board game store, you get to see all these different board games, and we're like, we have that one, we know that one, what's that one? That one's new, that one's in German.
Yeah.
Fucking German board games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's not even, just skip over the first part of the anime. The first part of the anime is good. It introduces us to our main character, who then, she makes friends with the other girl. I don't remember any other names, but it's fine.
It's fine.
And you get to have, a fun, scene with them, because the main girl kind of doesn't know what fun is. She doesn't have any hobbies, so she kind of gets to have fun and open up a little bit. And then when we actually get to the board game store, you get to see her open up more, which is really good.
I will admit that it's a little slow on the start. It's the kind of thing where, I like the setup. I like the idea of this girl, wants to find out how to have fun. I like that. I actually really do. It does feel a little contrived. You can just have an anime about girls who like to play board games. You don't have to have a silly justification around it.
Yeah.
I'm happy there was something. What I'm not happy about is the fan service, because why?
Why? And she had to keep bringing it up.
And I hate the fact that, it's right at the 10-minute mark before the first ad where people would tune out. So it's just there for men.
Yeah.
It's just there to be hey,
she's not wearing any underwear.
It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna see anything.
You're not gonna see fucking
There will
anything.
never be anything.
No.
This
isn't a hentai.
But tag along, I guess.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's actually fucking dumb as fuck, and I don't like it. And it's unfortunate that the anime has to lower itself to that level. And another was I want my board game anime. I want my board game sports anime. You know?
And other than that, we pretty much get it, which is great.
No, I'm looking forward to the episode where they play Munchkin, and at the end, one of them's dead.
And they all murder each other. At the end of the
I know that the three girls are archetypes, but I like it because they will show us how their characters behave during those scenarios. If they were playing Munchkin, which of those three would be the thief?
Yeah.
Which
or the boss.
Or And the boss. What's up with that?
He's such a stereotype.
That's such a stereotype. You said that with so much joy. He's such a stereotype.
I don't know. I like that stereotype. I hope they'll play with it more.
Yeah.
They've been playing with the girls. Yeah. I mean, they're kind of playing with it in the fact that, he is a big, strong dude, and he just fucking loves board games.
That's fair.
Which is, very different. He's not your typically a Yakuza or something that. He owns a shop about board games, and he has a space in the back where people can play board games.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Yeah. Otherwise, pretty wholesome show.
Very wholesome.
This is the only one where we're please. Because I believe there's a shot of them playing there was a preview of them playing Betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Betrayal on House on the Haunted Hill or whatever.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Which is a fantastic fucking board game.
Yeah.
That it's a crunchy board game, and I'm like, I want to see them do the rules for that and doing the whole like imagining what's happening instead of like it's like the really cool thing about like shows that are about people playing role playing games where you get to see them imagining the world that's happening. That's cool stuff.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, next episode they're gonna play Cockroach.
Yeah.
Which is just a card game, but
That's
still kind of cool.
And that's a real ass card game.
It's a real card game, and that's the name of the card game. It's not like it's McDonald's.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Like, how are they getting away with this?
Sometimes Japan just don't give a fuck.
That's fair. I mean, I keep looking back to like the Densho Toko live action series. Where one of the antagonists just has the Empire's theme from Star Wars play whenever she's on the scene, which just goes to show Japan doesn't give a fuck.
Japan don't care.
Anything else you want to say about After School Dice Club
it's
episode
the
1?
one anime we probably recommend wholeheartedly this week.
Talking about not recommending things, what about the Ascendance of a Bookworm, episode 1, A World Without Books, also known as Fuck Your Own Setup.
Fuck. God.
We watched the episodes in the order that we thought we were gonna like them.
We did.
And because I know what you're thinking, Dango Duo, you guys are a mess. You guys don't plan things. We actually do totally plan things.
There's a list.
There's a list. There's a priority list of the way we're gonna be watching the episode, starting with the best. So
when My Hero comes out, it's going right to the top.
No, yeah, My Hero, as soon as My Hero comes out in literally like a couple of days, it's gonna shoot to the top and we're gonna rush that review because My Hero is a goddamn gift.
It's a treasure.
But Ascendance of a Bookworm was number 2, and we're like, it's an isekai about a girl.
About a girl who is
who
big
loves
reader.
books. And we're both writers, so we're like, yeah, books.
First red flag, we didn't notice this apparently. She's a fucking baby when she's reborn.
Yeah, and also that's just like the biggest red flag. And I hate the trope of like a woman of legal age put inside the body,
not legal age child,
or in the case of the saga of Tanya the Evil, a grown ass man inside of a young girl's body.
Gross.
It's not a spoiler. Don't watch that show. It's bad anyway.
Gross.
I really don't like it. And someone in the comments is gonna be like, "But the mangaka was a lady."
That's fine. You can still do gross things.
You can still do gross things and be a lady.
Yeah.
Well, you can be a female mangaka and still write trash.
Yeah.
Just look at. I can't think of one right now.
I mean, like...
Oh, yeah. How about this? You can be a female writer and still be a shitty person. For example, J.K. Rowling. Anyhow.
You can look up to her as a woman who has done things, but also she's a fucking turf.
Yeah, so, you know.
So fuck off.
So, you know, delete it from existence.
Pretty much.
Kitty, I love that your positive was that you liked one shot.
I liked it was there for a little bit, although most of the one shot was just her looking up at books and describing subjects of books, which was dumb, but like it was a cute art style. I liked it.
So I realized why is it that I really didn't like the bit of her being a baby. It's because it felt like a Rugrats bit. It felt like I was watching Rugrats.
It's true. Like they're like, planning how to escape the fucking playpen or whatever.
I hate it. I hate it because it just brings me back to being like 9 years old watching Rugrats on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the worst thing, and I fucking hate this, she just struggles to open the door, and it's this whole, like, 5-minute bit, and then the next shot, you can see that she's, like, at head level to the handle, and it's just, it's fucking stupid.
I don't know if that was just, like, just bad animation or planning or something, but, like, it looked... Well, I mean, like, that shot just looks really bad anyway.
It looks really
bad.
Like,
she's just drawn on top of that background.
Also... Our protagonist does this thing where she just talks to the audience all the time and breaking the fourth wall, and I'm like...
And it's not cute.
And the only time it's funny is when she's like, "Oh, those damn nobles." That's the only time it's funny.
Yeah.
But it's because, you know, fucking fuck the rich.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just,
Man, we really wanted to like this.
Also, that's not how books work. Also, I love the mention... Like, there are so many things in this that just literally make no sense. The idea that people don't know what books are, but there's a writing system, and... books do exist, and there's religion in this. There's a whole mention of her going to go get baptized.
And
I'm like, let me tell you a little history lesson of who fucking made books. The church. Because they had to write shit down. Because that's how...
That's a religion is spread.
That's not true. Not every civilization throughout history has recorded their own histories in textual form.
But most have.
But most of them did. Even when you go back to the oldest instance of writing, which is a fucking complaint.
Which is retail hell.
Which, yeah, it's...
fucking 5,000 years ago.
Look up the oldest complaint, and it's literally on a stone tablet that some guy had to
Some guy made a slave carry.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But, it's fine. They don't know what books are, and I
can't even see,
it's so bad.
It's so bad.
I hate it. It was so hard to keep our...
Morale up.
Especially while recording the review, because I'm like, I don't want to go on for 10 minutes about this.
Yeah.
But it's dumb, and it's the sort of thing where I'm like, why, as a writer, why not make your setup for the story something that can work long term instead of something that you undermine right away? Because this does totally feel like I want to get someone to read my story, but I don't actually want to commit to this setup. So, here's the twist, and then at the end of the first episode, it gets dissolved, and you just have a story, and then they hope that you're attached enough to the 8-year-old girl.
Well,
you fucking creep.
She's less than 8 because she hasn't had a baptism at 7. I just realized that she's got to be 5 years old or some fucking bullshit.
Anime was a fucking mistake. Anything else you want to say about this fucking mistake?
I hated this episode.
But what I'm talking about hating anime. What about Kemono Michi Rise Up episode 1 Wrestler Cross Summoning? The best part about this is saying, rise up.
Rise up.
Rise up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't show any screenshots of him literally his face pressed up to the ass of a dog, because I don't want the video to get fucking taken off YouTube.
Yeah.
But, this guy literally presses his mouth to the asshole of a dog.
And sniffs it.
And let us not forget the fact that he, the show focuses on the vagina of the princess, and just, it shows everything, and it's just there. The camera's centered on it.
Yeah.
And it keeps cutting back to that shot, and I'm like, why?
And this is something I had completely forgotten about, but AniFem, another great website, they talked about this, and it is creepy as all hell, that he kind of forces the Wolfman to it's a little rapey.
Also, we have Sora and said a lot of words here. It causes the Wolfman to ejaculate. That's the imagery, because the imagery of a flower blooming has always meant in anime that someone has achieved orgasm.
Yeah.
And our protagonist forces down the Wolfman and arouses him until he reaches climax.
Yeah, against his will.
Yeah,
that's fucking creepy and gross.
It's creepy and gross. See, and it's supposed to be funny because that's a man doing it to another man.
Yeah.
See, it's funny because men rape women all the time.
Yeah, very
funny.
So
it's funny, and it's
funny because
nuanced
no men have ever been raped.
Yeah, see, that's why it's funny. See, comedy is very easy. All you gotta do is just punch down. Just punch down all the time.
Yeah. God.
The one funny bit is at the end of the episode where there's just suddenly an ant person, and then we're just like, what?
Yeah, that was kind of...
That's the one funny bit.
That was funny because, up until then, you haven't seen them, and then the guy's like, yeah, the 4 of us.
But and then that joke is immediately undermined by the character who has been in the scene the whole time going, what? Sorry, I dumped wisdom, so I have terrible perception.
She does look like she dumped wisdom.
I have a passive perception of 8.
Yeah,
that's a D&D joke for you right there.
There we go.
Anything else you want to say about Kemono Michi Rise Up episode 1?
I mean, God, we really wanted to
Delete
like
it.
this. Yeah, but
I wanted to like this because I like the idea of it being, because the people who get sent to an isekai are usually fucking losers who serve as an analog for otakus all throughout the world. You're a fucking loser, nobody likes you, and now you get to be perfect and amazing, and everybody loves you, and everybody wants to suck your dick. That's the way that isekai usually works.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, well, a wrestler isn't usually that, because wrestlers, they're fit people, people find them attractive, they're strong, they're physically able to do things. So that character in the setting might be way more interesting than a fucking nerd loser. Unfortunately, we're the same fucking bullshit that ever fucking happens, and anime was a mistake.
Yep.
Even though he didn't actually say that, but we all know that he meant it.
He said otakus were a mistake,
He
basically.
said otaku were mistakes, which is, same difference, really.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about this mistake?
I don't know.
Talking about, actually not a mistake, this is the equivalent of a 7 out of 10. This is the Null and Peta episode 1, Sister Complete, is the equivalent of an anime Ubisoft game that comes out every single year. It's good.
Yeah.
It's what you would expect. The animation is fucking crisp, and I assume that it would be when the episode is 5 minutes long.
Yeah. No, they did good work there. There's a bunch of cute references.
It's a bit, like there's some Mazinger Z reference in there, and I'm like, it's cute. It's really fast.
It's very fast.
And it's the kind of thing where, and I remember this every time we do a short, I'm like, man, I wish that this was a full show so that I could learn more about the characters.
Yeah, that's the one problem with shorts.
Yeah.
It's just too short. It's too short.
It's just too short. Just like our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I mean, we really don't have anything else to say.
But we have a lot to say about Ahiru no Sora episode 1, The Ugly Duckling. This show is actually really fucking bad.
We hate
And I
it.
hate because we're gonna get the one person who's a big fan of Ahiru no Sora who read it at a time where they were very, like,
young and impressionable.
young and impressionable, and they're like, this is the greatest anime of all time. Or the greatest manga. Maybe the manga's good. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, but this
The only
first
thing I
episode
know-
was terrible.
The only thing I know is that Surface, that one guy, is drawn like a fucking monster.
He's drawn like a kappa, I realized.
He's drawn like a kappa. And, like, the worst... There's a shot, and we didn't get a screenshot of it, near the end of the episode, where we get, like, a profile shot of his face, and he opens his mouth, and it's like a fucking one-piece shot, because his fucking jaw dislocates, and you see the inside of his mouth, and I'm like, what?
You're like, why?
And I don't want to... maybe I'm reading too much into it, but the design is just so bad. And then we get into the actual characters.
Which... hate them all.
See, this is the thing that happens when you provide characters where everyone starts off being an asshat, and no one wants to change.
Or just a complacent.
Or just complacent. And this anime has a lot of complacent. It has a lot of like
people not acting.
No, forget what happens later on. In the opening, Kappa-looking man lets the main character get beat up.
Get beat the fuck up. And get his money stolen.
Yeah, in spite of him clearly being really strong and physically able to stop people,
yeah.
He's just lets the guy get mugged. And I'm like, congratulations, you're an asshat.
I hate that in a lot of Japanese stuff of like complacency of just, let society be how it is. I hate that.
Yeah.
And
let's all be reminded that's a Japanese trope. It's not actually how Japanese people are.
No,
it's a convenient trope to allow things to happen in your story. And that's stupid. Convenient writing is bad writing unless you establish it in a way that makes it work.
Mm-hmm.
And you have two writers here who fucking know about writing, and I can assure you that
fucking basketball doesn't do it.
Basketball. The most fun I had watching this was mistyping basketball as basketball and laughing my ass off.
And we almost died laughing.
That was the biggest joy of my life that day. And then I was reminded that I was watching this anime. And to be entirely honest, yes, the last part of the anime, when we actually get the basketball thing happening, is great. Unfortunately, we are at the place where our protagonist is strong from the start. He's really good at basketball. He's really good at basketball from the start. And I fucking hate that, because then there's no growth for him to happen anymore.
And the other thing that you mentioned, which I can actually see this trend happening now, and I hate it, is they're trying to do the whole Deku thing where, like, he's emotionally, like, sensitive or, has something, like, that's weaker about him, and then he'll learn to grow from there. And I can see it in that other anime that just aired and that we haven't watched yet, the Demon School one.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's, like, a pacifist who's, like, weak and stuff. And I'm like... All right, this is the My Hero trend we're on.
See, this is what happens when a lot of people see something work and go, okay, I'll just grab that, and I'm not actually gonna think about what made it work and made it effective.
Yeah.
And to continue on the My Hero analog, this is My Hero if every character is fucking Bakugo with no hope of ever fucking changing.
Yeah.
Bakugo changed after 63 episodes, and I get that. And he
finally had an arc where
he had a whole complete character arc, and that made him a really good character.
Yeah, where we all came around and we were like, all right, Bakugo.
Let's be entirely honest. These characters are going to continue to be assholes. They're not going to suddenly turn around. They're all going to learn to play basketball because they're literally in the opening playing basketball.
Yeah.
And they're going to play basketball. But they're still going to be assholes. And I don't want to watch... If I want to watch men being assholes, I would just look at my window.
Yeah, just go outside. Like,
when
we went out on a date,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, we went out on a fucking date, and there was a white guy just being super
just
racist.
White-splaining to a...
White-splaining to a person of color, why fucking immigrate, why fucking... I fucking hate the world.
wall.
I fucking hate the world.
Yeah.
You know, Kitty, I'm not racist or anything, but I just don't think it would be a bad idea to build the wall.
Yeah,
you know?
no biggie.
Said white guy.
Said a white-ass guy.
Very loudly in a poker restaurant.
Yep.
God fucking damn, I'm trying to enjoy this poke bowl and this
with
freaking
my
guy.
Wife.
With my wife.
On our goddamn date.
The worst part is that, like, that guy he was talking very loudly, and I tuned in because you were saying he was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah,
And
I heard them talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, what?
And then he starts bringing out
and then he pivots to racism, and we're like, God.
He pivoted to racism so fast.
Why?
And then the worst part is that when he started really bringing out the real racism, we both burst out laughing. I couldn't believe there was a real person in this world
saying those things.
Saying those things in public. You would
to a person of color.
Yeah, like
who was trying to be very reasonable about it.
Yeah, so
and being like,
See, and this is why you should never dump wisdom.
Yes.
Because a character, and this is gonna be my example forever. Whenever we're building characters, if you want to know what a character with low wisdom looks like, it's that racist guy with no self-awareness, unable to realize the fact that he's being that guy at this moment.
Or an example of a true neutral.
Yeah,
like, I don't know, it could be good or bad if we build the wall out and disenfranchise, people of color.
Yeah. That's why true neutrals are actually the most evil fucking people in the whole fucking world, because they're the ones who are willing to let things play out and see if they benefit them or not.
Yep.
And that's why it's fucked up. I would rather you all be chaotic evil, to be entirely honest, than be fucking true neutrals. True neutrals, not allowed in this household.
It's true.
I don't know if fucking Mars watches these episodes, but I did like Mars's post a while back about, like, sorry, my dad said lawful neutrals are not allowed in this sleepover, sorry.
It's pretty good.
At my sleepover, yeah. Lawful neutrals are also extra bad because they're, like, complacent, but are willing to uphold the current status quo.
Mm-hmm. What's our cat? He's, like, chaotic neutral? I don't know, this is the most random thing, but he's not a true neutral because he...
No, I would say that
he's definitely chaotic.
I would say he's chaotic evil because he cares about himself the most.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Or rather, you could also look at it as chaotic...
selfish.
Selfish, which is... I like it way better than evil because it kind of...
Yeah, there's a less...
less of a judgment call there.
Yeah.
Fucking people... Yeah. And also, like... Because when you get down to it, D&D characters are all 99% selfish people.
Yeah.
Like, gee, I would love to fucking see a D&D character who just... who isn't a paladin stereotype. Just being like, oh, fuck, yeah, let's do the good thing for the people without asking for payment. I need to underline that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
there's something in it for them.
Because if you do a good thing expecting payment, you're just doing a job.
Yeah.
That's not virtue. That's not virtue.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
anyway.
See, we are so done talking about anime that we have pivoted into talking about D&D.
Yep.
Anyhow, Kitty, fucking any final thoughts on the anime that we watched?
I mean, I'm excited for After School Dice Club. I think that's going to be fun and cute.
Yeah.
And I think we could even follow it week to week.
Honestly.
We probably won't do a video week to week, but we might do like a midweek check-in or something, mid-season check-in.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have all the other stuff to watch.
That's true. What are we watching
and we're going to watch My Hero all the way through.
What are we watching next?
I don't know what comes out between now and the next recording session. I think My Hero does.
What's on the list?
My Hero's coming up. We have
a bunch of trash.
A bunch of trash. The other isekai. There's another.
The one about the Demon School one.
There's two isekais.
The cautious hero.
And then the other one is High School Prodigies.
Oh yeah.
Are even fucking privileged in another world.
Fuck, that's really good. We have the Sirlane anime.
Yeah, Ship Girls.
So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to make...
There's a Madhouse anime that's coming out about guns or something. That looks interesting.
What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What?
Yeah, it's the one that's called Something Gun.
And also we have a full movie called Black Fox that we
about ninjas.
need to watch.
That'll happen eventually. That's probably the lowest priority just because it's a full hour and a half movie.
Yeah, we could watch 4 isekai anime in that length.
4 shitty isekai anime.
4 really shitty isekai anime.
Yeah, God, we've struck out so far with the isekai, and the other 2 that we know are there is not...
The worst thing is that, like, I actually don't know of a single isekai that's actually good. Yeah, I know people tell me that the fucking I Was Reincarnated as a Slime is good, but everyone says that it's good, but no one can give me a reason why it's good.
Yeah.
So, and considering how, no offense, anime fans have really bad taste, just look at any popular anime that's not My Hero, because My Hero is actually objectively well written. I just have trouble. And the worst part is that, like, when you look up, you know, because I was looking up isekai fiction, like novels for inspiration for a project of mine, and then I read Lock Horizon, and Lock Horizon is actually fucking hot trash.
It's real bad.
Lock Horizon is probably the worst.
You were ready to burn that book.
It's actually not the worst book, because the worst book I read that week was Haruhi Suzumiya's whatever, The Melancholy of Haruhi, which is actually fucking hot fucking fire trash.
Yeah.
That is an insult to any person's human's intelligence. That book I didn't finish reading, and I always seek to finish reading books even if they're bad. Example, Lock Horizon. But man, Lock Horizon, like, I still have all of that anger inside of me, because it's literally a fucking filthy piece of trash.
Yeah.
That gets to the, like, and the worst part is that I hate is that it has this mystery. It undermines the mystery, and then the mystery has not been answered in 15 years of books coming out.
Yeah.
Which, if that doesn't make you a hack as a writer, I don't know what does.
Yeah. Listen, even fucking Attack on Titan had
an answer eventually.
Yeah, it was really fucking dumb.
It's a really dumb answer.
But
there's an answer.
Have one.
You know?
At least it's in the basement.
You know? But anyhow, hey guys, we're Dango Duo. Thank you for... if you enjoyed this review, please consider liking and subscribing for higher wisdom rolls in your upcoming D&D campaign. In the description of this video, you will find handy links. Support us with a cup of coffee. If you really like this format, not this one, but the other videos, let us know, because we actually had a lot of fun recording them.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to support us also through Patreon, people on the screen right now, you can be one of those people.
You can be one of those awesome people.
Yeah. And we will see you guys relatively soon, because we're doing another week of first episodes.
Yep. Sorry, Let's Plays. Anime takes priority.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, after watching all this junk. Alright, one of them wasn't junk, but still.
What if we made our own isekai?
We could probably make the best isekai. Yo, homework. Recommend us some good isekai, please.
If there is any.
If
I have trouble believing it.
And if you say Sword Art Online, you're wrong.
The book... Okay. First off, like, SAO is not actually an isekai. Because it's just a virtual reality game. Like, it's not actually an isekai. As in, like, a person gets transported to a different world. You know, isekai being the key over there.
Being the word.
But the SAO novels are actually... alright. They're not fucking...
They're not high fiction.
High fiction. But, you know, they're effectively well written, and they do... Like, the anime fucks up everything. It literally fucks up everything. That anime, whoever made it was incompetent at their job.
Yeah.
Because, like...
It's all laid out for you in the book.
It's all laid up. Like, all the answers are in the book, and all the complaints that I had got answered in the book. And literally everything from how do the headsets work when the power goes out? Did people just die from that? Gets addressed. Why did Jorito transform into a beast during Elfenheim? Gets explained and gets established super early on. It's almost as though someone actually fucking wrote this and actually thought about it.
Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, homework.
It's still just a B though. Anyhow, tell us if there's good isekai. I fucking doubt it.
Maybe we'll watch Slime. We'll do a 3-episode roll on Slime.
Maybe.
Maybe.